It's still the 12th of July 2024, 6 p.m. and 51 minutes. So what I'm gonna do right now is try to make a little map of what I remember before this life. So first thing I know is, so I went to a past life regression hypnotist and I saw that I was once a bacteria, anomope, once a cellular being. So I was in a cell. And and I enjoyed that life because it was simple and but very limiting. Then I switched, and I remembered a life where I was a colibri, and so I visited this rose garden a lot. There was this princess. I know it sounds crazy, but that's past life regression, I guess. So she lived up in a little tower, and I came to sing for her sometimes. But one day she caught me and she nailed me to the board, to the wall, and so I was still singing and but then I screamed in pain, and then she threw me out of the window, and before I hit the ground I already left my body. And then the life of the alien came into my vision. So I was an extraterrestrial on Earth. Apparently I became very old, like 150 or something, and I did my dwellings in a community, and I helped the community, I hope. But then was something wrong with the humans, and so it could help them, and so, but I didn't tell anybody because it looks like you're sucking souls out of babies. So anyway, I remember being born as the alien. So I had a mother and a father alien, and the mother was giving birth to me, and apparently the thoughts become one. So you, the mother, the father, and the baby, they both are one entity through the mating. And then when I got born, I was the baby, but the mother died. And I think the father gave. The father was my parents, and he educated me. But apparently, when I was about, I must have been very young. His soul could not stay in his body of the father alien, and apparently he put my soul into his body, and I was very emotional because he left this planet. So I was very sad, but I had the body of that parent. And I don't know how they did it, and then so I guided people in the community. That's what I remember. I remember watching a buggy. So I was somewhere in the desert, and I see a thing in the sky, and I had to focus on it, and because it was a fourth-dimensional thing, and it was like with a crystal or something, and I remember focusing on it, but that's where the memory ends. Okay, so we have that. And then the memory of getting pushed out of the ship, that I don't know. That I can't place in the timeline. So did that happen before I came to Earth, or did that happen after I got off Earth? Did I ever get off Earth? Probably not, because I'm here now. The Oh yeah, so the Aztecs, the Mayans. So I I was in the older alien body, and I came into the jungle, where the Aztec pyramid is. And right at that moment, they were sacrificing somebody's heart to whatever god they were thinking about. And I was angry because I said in my mind, I was like, can't they see what kind of troubles this will give? And I did something, and I knocked all of the people out. I put them unconscious. I didn't harm them, and then the guy, the priest, showed me something, a ball of energy. And then the next memory, I lay in a carriage with horses, a horse carriage, and I've had a wound, and I was dying, and I saw my brother, my alien brother, chasing me, but I did some kind of illusion spell. So that he couldn't find me or something. They couldn't chase me. So, and then I was like, okay. So that's the things I remember. Is there something else? That's pretty much it. These are the memories I have. So I remember being born, being died, being a bird, being a microbe. I probably have been other animals. 4,000 years is a long time, or longer. I don't know. And that's about it for my past lives. Peace.